Ever wondered how Japan became one of the most powerful nations in the world? Welcome to History with Hardy. I'm Hardy, and today we're diving into the fascinating history of Japan, from the rise of the legendary samurai to the sweeping changes of the Meiji Restoration. Stick around as we cover 2,000 years of Japanese history in just 8 minutes. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more exciting history videos. Ready? Let's go! Japan's story begins over 14,000 years ago during the Jōmon period, when its early inhabitants created some of the world's oldest pottery. These hunter-gatherers lived a simple life, but things changed dramatically around 300 BCE with the arrival of the Yayoi people. The Yayoi introduced agriculture, iron, and bronze tools, transforming Japan into a more structured society. This shift set the stage for powerful clans and Japan's first steps toward becoming a unified state. During the Yamato period, 300-710 CE, the imperial family, which still rules today, began consolidating power. This is when we first see the emergence of a centralized government. By the 6th century, Japan adopted a major influence from its neighbors, Buddhism. Buddhism blended with Japan's indigenous Shinto beliefs and became a key part of Japanese culture. Laws, architecture, and governance took heavy inspiration from China, but Japan's unique identity continued to develop. The Heian period, 794–1185, is often called Japan's Golden Age. The capital moved to Kyoto, and court life flourished with art, poetry, and literature. The Tale of Genji, considered the world's first novel, was written during this time by Murasaki Shikibu. While the aristocrats enjoyed this cultural high, a new force was quietly rising in the shadows: the samurai. Their time was coming, and it would change Japan forever. Now let's talk about the samurai. These elite warriors dominated Japan during the Kamakura period, 1185–1333. The Minamoto clan established Japan's first military government, the shogunate, and the samurai became the ruling class. Samurai were more than just warriors. They followed a strict code of honor known as Bushido. Their most famous weapon, the katana, was not just a tool of war, it was a symbol of their discipline and dedication. In the late 1200s, Japan faced 2 Mongol invasions, but in an incredible twist, both times, typhoons, known as kamikaze, or divine winds, saved Japan, wrecking the Mongol fleets and ensuring Japan's independence. Narrator, quick-paced for action. After centuries of samurai dominance, Japan entered the chaotic Sengoku period, 1467–1600, also known as the Warring States period. Powerful daimyos, or feudal lords, fought for control, leading to endless conflict. 3 key figures, Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu, played major roles in ending this turmoil. By 1600, Tokugawa Ieyasu unified Japan, establishing the Edo period and securing peace for the next 250 years. Under the Tokugawa shogunate, Japan isolated itself from the outside world, a policy known as sakoku. For over 2 centuries, Japan enjoyed internal peace. During this time, Japanese culture flourished with art forms like ukiyo-e woodblock prints and kabuki theater. Despite the isolation, the country thrived. But change was on the horizon as Western powers knocked on Japan's door, demanding an end to its isolation. By 1868, the Meiji Restoration transformed Japan. The shogunate was dissolved, and the emperor regained power. Japan rapidly modernized, adopting Western technology, railroads, and a powerful military. In just a few decades, Japan became an industrial giant. Japan's newfound strength allowed it to become a global power, but it also led to conflicts like World War II, which ended in devastation after the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And today, Japan is a fascinating mix of ancient traditions and cutting-edge technology. Its history continues to shape its culture and place in the world. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more history content, and let me know in the comments what part of Japan's history you found most interesting. See you next time on History with Hardy.